tuning of his sensibilities to his natural environment. Amber was one of the cheetahs he filmed for the BBC One series Big Cat Diary, in which everyday adventures of big cats were relayed back to the British audience from the Masai Mara Game Reserve. His months of waiting paid off, and he caught scenes which we take for granted when we see them on our TV screens, but which take years of careful study and waiting. We were hoping to use Warren's knowledge and experience to help us find Cheetah, although looking out at such a vast expanse, it seemed a difficult task.
Right now, where do you think the most likely place for Cheetah to be is? Is it going to be close to the cover here, or out in the open?
It's more likely going to be out in the open. They don't like lying up near the thick cover because invariably that's where a lot of your larger predators like lion and hyena would lie up. And if you look over there, Ray,
yep,
in the distant hill,
yep,
just in the foreground there's a patch of very short green grass that stands out, and then there's a huge bunch of gazelles there.
Are they Thompson's gazelles? Yeah,
and I think that's a very good place to go and start looking for cheetahs.
There's a lot of animals.
Yeah.
What an amazing sight, isn't it? I don't know how you feel, but when I look out on something like this, in a morning like this, I feel incredibly privileged.
It's starting to get warm now, so yeah, I think what we should do is try and get in amongst the gazelles and just look for any of the trees nearby and just have a good look under the trees.
Look to see the cheetahs in the shade.
Yeah, they'll probably be lying up in the shade now. You've got that little window.
It's only short, isn't it?
Yeah, a little window of opportunity to be able to find the cheetahs on the move, and that's sort of generally just sort of sun up, and at 9, 10 o'clock, and then after that they're going to find shade and lie up.
Quite hard for the cheetah too, isn't it? More water over there. That's where there's ought to be something heading.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice group of wildebeest heading down towards the water there, isn't it?
That's got to catch the predator's eye, surely.
Sort of place that lions would lie up, yeah? I think the best chances now are going to be looking in an area where we do have these isolated clumps of trees, because the disadvantage now to the cheetahs of these short grass plains like this is just that if they're up and moving, everyone's going to see them, which makes it that much more difficult for them to hunt. What they're going to be looking for in that case is what they'll do is they'll course through the gazelle herds and they'll look for weak animals, sick, or old animals, or fawns. There've been quite a few little fawns jumping around.
Yeah.
And if a cheetah spots a fawn, it'll do a long chase. They'll run up 600 meters chasing after a little fawn, because it's almost a guarantee they'll catch it.
We've got a cat here, Warren. It's not a cheetah. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a sort of like a wildcat. Can you see? Do you see the trees in the distance?
Mm-hmm.
See that first big acacia from the right?
Oh, right. Ah, caracal. Good spy.
He's
That's
running.
great.
I think
Quite rare to see those, Ray. That's a really good sighting. Well done.
Then something extraordinary happened. Warren spotted not just one cheetah, but a family.
that's fantastic. We've picked up these cheetahs, but the cheetahs are amazing, but they're a long way off. But it's interesting to watch the way the zebra are responding to them, isn't it?
Yeah. These are definitely going to be hunting cats, without a doubt.
Has that 2 adults?
Yeah, it's very strange. Never see 2 adults together like this with a whole lot of cubs. Generally, it's just always just one mother, and as many as 5 or 6 cubs. It looks like it's possibly a mother with an older daughter, and both adults have got a litter of cubs. This is really, really unusual to see both family groups together. There's one of the adults was broken away. It's running.
Oh!
Animal's running up front. It's chasing. It's running at the gazelles. It's picked up a fawn. It must have seen a fawn. Just follow the lead animal. Quick, have a look.
speed.
Follow the lead animal.
Amazing.
Following the lead animal. Watch it. Watch it. It's probably seen a forward. It's going in.
That's it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see
Keep
it.
your eye on it because I'm sure it's going to hit. It's grabbed. It's grabbed. It's grabbed. It's killed. Just caught a big male Tommy over there.
That dusty area.
Yeah.
That is incredible. The speed at which they made that kill. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't see the lead animal. It just, went straight out of my vision.
Yeah.
It all happened so quickly we missed the moment when the cheetah actually grabbed the Thompson's gazelle. It was an awe-inspiring moment, and one we'd never have seen without Warren's experience.
Have you seen how big the gazelle is?
It's quite big. It's got antlers.
Is it an adult? Is it?
It's an adult. And the zebras have come onto the watch. Look.
Yeah. So what do you think of that, Ray? Not lucky, hey?
That was
Incredible experience there.
To be honest with you, I didn't think we'd see anything either. I mean, to come out with just one day and pick something up. But I did think when we got up here and we saw the caracal and all this game spread out before us, there was a chance. But it's a big haystack and it's a small needle. Anyone can take snapshots with a camera. What sets Warren apart is his knowledge of the wildlife of the African bush. In a sense, my interest in bushcraft started when as a child I wanted to see nature at first hand out in the woods at the back of my home. Here I'd experienced a closeness to some of the most majestic creatures on earth. Back at camp I'd been volunteered as assistant to Ali Mumba, our rather unorthodox camp cook.
Oh, I don't know about that. Ali, I may be able to learn about the bread, but I think we've got to have a chat about firelighting. Very slowly.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, very okay.
Can go then.
Yeah, let's take it over there.
We're going to prepare the
Yeah, okay.
fire. Okay.
So here's, you've got the charcoal.
Yes.
Spread out the embers.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Here
Bread?
one bread and one.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
bring one over.
Slowly.
Slowly.
Yes.
Slowly.
Poly. Yes. Poly.
Sour.
Okay. Yeah. Can dance down.
Stiffer air on top.
Yes. Slowly. Poly.
Poly. Sour.
Top.
This on top.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I'm back 20 minutes again. We'll check.
20 minutes, we'll check it again. All right,
Yes.
another 20 minutes, I'll see you then.
Okay.
I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not a TV
Welcome.
chef. I'd be half cut
Curry
by now, wouldn't I? That is amazing, Ali. Beautiful bread.
Without any proper oven, I really admired the way this meal came together with none of the normal trappings of a modern fitted kitchen. Even the local staple, ugali, has a dual use as a sort of edible spoon.
Use your fingers, you cut the piece and you make a little ball. See? A little ball. This is to pick some sauce. Get some sauce like. You see the sauce stored there?
It's great, isn't it? Bread and ugali is like the meeting of two cultures. Fantastic. I think one of the real magic things about these sorts of trips is the cultural exchange. Because, all around the world there's all sorts of conflict. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We all have the same preferences, like for a good staple diet, laughter, company. Oh, fantastic. Ashenana.
I'd seen a privileged aspect of life here. Mitali had shared age-old Masai traditions with me, and Warren had introduced us to some of the most unspoilt scenes of wildlife on Earth. But this fragile world is under constant threat. Just over the border